When I think about peace, I think about a sense of calmness, a sense of serenity, a sense of freedom from all the things that weigh us down. And I want that for you, I want that for me, I want that for all of us. Because let's face it, life can be overwhelming, and worries can consume us if we let them. Worries and stress are a normal part of life, but when they become overwhelming, they can impact our mental health, our well-being, and our relationships. It's like this weight is constantly bearing down on us, making it hard to breathe, hard to think, and hard to live the life we truly want to live. We worry about the big things, like our career, our finances, our families, and our health. We worry about the little things, like what to wear, what to eat, and what to say. And sometimes, we even worry about things that haven't even happened yet. We try to carry it all on our own, thinking that we're strong enough, that we're capable enough, that we can handle it all. But the truth is, we can't. The truth is, we weren't meant to. We were meant to lean on each other, to lean on God, and to trust that He's got this. But it's hard to let go, it's hard to surrender, it's hard to trust. We try to distract ourselves with TV, with social media, with our phones, with anything that can take our minds off our worries. But the truth is, those worries are still there, waiting for us when we finally put down our phones and look in the mirror. And that's when we realize that we need a change, that we need a new way of dealing with our worries, a new way of finding peace. One of the ways we can transfer our worries to God is through prayer. Prayer is like having a conversation with God, a conversation where we pour out our hearts, our fears, our doubts, and our worries. It's a conversation where we can be raw, honest, and real. We can pray when we're feeling anxious, we can pray when we're feeling overwhelmed, and we can pray when we're feeling lost. We can pray in the morning, we can pray at night, and we can pray whenever we need to. Another way we can transfer our worries to God is through meditation. Meditation is like taking a deep breath that says, I trust you, God. It's a way of calming our minds, calming our hearts, and calming our souls. We can meditate on Scripture, we can meditate on God's promises, and we can meditate on His love for us. We can also transfer our worries to God through Scripture. Scripture is like God's love letter to us, a letter that reminds us of His goodness, His faithfulness, and His love. We can read Scripture when we're feeling worried, we can read Scripture when we're feeling anxious, and we can read Scripture when we're feeling lost. We can read it in the morning, we can read it at night, and we can read it whenever we need to. But here's the thing, transferring our worries to God isn't just about talking about it, it's about doing it. It's about taking that leap of faith, it's about trusting that He's got this, and it's about surrendering our worries to Him. I remember a time when I was going through a tough season, a season of uncertainty and fear. I was worried about my future, I was worried about my finances, and I was worried about my relationships. But then I realized that I wasn't trusting God, I wasn't surrendering my worries to Him. So I took that leap of faith, I took that step of surrender, and I started to pray, to meditate, and to read Scripture. And you know what? It changed everything. It changed the way I thought, it changed the way I felt, and it changed the way I lived. I started to see things from a different perspective, a perspective that said, God's got this. I started to feel peace, real peace, the kind of peace that goes beyond understanding. And I started to live a life that was more surrendered, more trusting, and more at peace. The thing is, giving our worries to God isn't a one-time thing, it's a daily thing. It's a daily choice to trust, to surrender, and to have faith. It's a daily choice to take that leap of faith, to take that step of surrender, and to say, God, I trust you. And when we do, when we take that leap of faith, when we surrender our worries to God, we start to experience peace, real peace. We start to experience a life that's more full, more whole, and more at peace. So, if you're tired of living a life that's consumed by worry and stress, if you're tired of feeling overwhelmed and anxious, then I want to encourage you to give your worries to God. Take that leap of faith, take that step of surrender, and trust that He's got this. And if you'd like to share your own experiences, your own stories of surrender and faith, then please do so in the comments below. And if you want to go deeper into this topic, I've got another video that you can check out. Thanks for watching.